Your one click on the subscribe button makes a huge difference. Thank you for your kind support.
House of Knives S01E06 continues to deliver the high-stakes blend of culinary prowess, strategy, and determination, a formula that has captivated audiences throughout the series so far. The competition escalates in this episode as the chefs, each boasting incredible skill and unique approaches, strive to reach the throne. With Scott Conant as the charismatic host overseeing the proceedings, the tension in this chapter reaches an all-time high. Chef Zepeda, victorious in the prior episode, now sits on the throne, wielding both power and vulnerability, as the remaining contenders strategize to either dethrone her or bolster their positions for the finale. The game is no longer solely about cooking, it's about outmaneuvering others, making alliances, manipulating outcomes, and showcasing extraordinary culinary artistry under relentless pressure. In this episode, every move is critical as the chefs throw themselves headlong into the competition. The episode opens with Chef Zepeda basking in her moment of victory after dethroning Chef Chung in the fiery mushroom battle of the previous chapter. She has proven her mettle, but sitting on the throne comes with its own set of challenges. The ruler has the privilege of setting the theme for the next contender battle, and Zepeda does not hesitate to exercise this advantage. As Scott Conant underscores, Zepeda's decision will significantly influence the game's trajectory. When she reveals her choice, brunch, to the other chefs, the announcement is met with murmurs of disbelief and several groans. Brunch, as Zepeda succinctly explains, is deceptively simple but incredibly difficult to elevate. It's a meal that often resides in comfort zones, yet innovating within its confines without straying too far from its recognizable essence presents a monumental challenge. Elevating eggs and bacon, as Zepeda suggests, cannot be done with ordinary techniques or plating. For the chefs, this isn't merely an opportunity to wow the judges, it's a gauntlet thrown down in culinary warfare. Scott reminds the contenders that the winner of the brunch battle gets to challenge the ruler or strategically forego this opportunity and put another contender up for the throne. The stakes are immense, and each choice carries consequences, reminding us that House of Knives is as much a chess game as it is a culinary contest. Chef Kelsey Barnard Clark, affectionately referred to as KBC, is the only contender without a pin, symbolizing her lack of a secured invitation to the finale. The stakes for her are particularly high, and her competitive spirit is palpable as she prepares to prove herself. The audience is reminded of the cutthroat nature of the competition, encapsulated by Scott's mantra, "You're only safe when you're on the throne." The 45-minute timer begins, and the chefs spring into action. The kitchen arena is a cacophony of sizzling pans, whirring blenders, and intense focus. The competitive tension is mirrored by the clock, serving as an ever-present reminder of the limited time. Each chef's strategy unfolds, reflecting both their individual styles and their understanding of the theme. Chef Chung, who had been dethroned by Zepeda, is hungry for redemption. She openly expresses her intent to step up her game, recognizing that everyone is cooking at an exceptionally high level. Her determination is underscored by her choice to tackle a complex dish that integrates bold flavors and impeccable technique. Chef Stone brings to the table his New York-inspired chopped cheese sandwich, elevated with a fusion of flavors and textures. With his blend of ground pork, beef, and lamb infused with Somali Zawish spices, accompanied by a truffle mornay sauce and topped with a soft egg, Stone wants to create a dish that is both nostalgic and sophisticated. His nod to the New York bodega staple reflects his understanding of the judges' preferences, two of whom reside in New York. It's a move that showcases Stone's tactical thinking, as he combines emotional resonance with culinary precision. Meanwhile, Chef and Burrell attempts to redefine oatmeal, transforming the typically mundane dish into a savory and indulgent masterpiece. Her mushroom oatmeal is paired with crispy bacon and a poached duck egg, aiming to challenge traditional ideas of what brunch can be. Burrell's choice is informed by a personal anecdote, giving her dish an emotional depth that resonates not just with the judges, but also with the audience. By bringing a touch of her own story into her cooking, Burrell injects authenticity and personality into her plate. Her hesitance to openly discuss her strategic preferences reveals her cautious approach to the game. She is a player who avoids showing her cards too early, mindful of the ramifications of her words and actions. The judges, as always, serve as arbiters of both taste and technique, their discerning palates seeking excellence in every bite. Their evaluation criteria extend beyond flavor to include presentation, creativity, and adherence to the theme. The brunch challenge pushes the chefs to balance indulgence with elegance, comfort with innovation. The pressure is immense, with every decision scrutinized. Does the seasoning enhance or overshadow the dish? Is the plating an asset or a liability? Every detail matters in House of Knives, where missteps can mean elimination. As the chefs work, alliances and rivalries continue to simmer. The dynamics between contestants add a psychological layer to the competition. Zepeda, as ruler, observes the cooking battle from the throne, her demeanor oscillating between confidence and underlying anxiety. Her decision to choose brunch as the theme wasn't random. It was a calculated move to test the contenders and perhaps trip them up. Whether this strategy will work in her favor or backfire remains uncertain until the final moments of the episode. The climax of the contender battle is nothing short of riveting. Each chef presents their dish, describing their inspirations and techniques to the panel. The judges deliberate, offering praise and critiques with their characteristic candor. Chef Stone's interpretation of the chopped cheese, though inventive, is called out for being slightly too rich, with one judge suggesting that the balance could have been fine-tuned slightly more. Chef Burrell's mushroom oatmeal earns high marks for creativity and flavor, but one judge questions whether the dish leans too far from what might typically be considered brunch. Chef Chung, however, pulls off a remarkable dish that encapsulates the theme while pushing the boundaries of what brunch can be. The judges are impressed, and it is ultimately Chung who is declared the winner of the battle. The moment of truth arrives when Chung must choose between challenging Zepeda or putting another contender up for the throne. In a move that highlights her strategic acumen, Chung decides to challenge the ruler directly. Her reasoning is clear. With only a few chances left to secure her place in the finale, she needs to seize the opportunity while she still can. The announcement sets the stage for a high-stakes duel that promises to be nothing short of spectacular. The throne battle takes the competition to another level. Zepeda and Chung, two powerhouse chefs with distinct strengths, face off in a culinary showdown that will determine not just the ruler's seat but also the trajectory of their respective journeys in the competition. The theme chosen for the battle, Reinvented Classics, is broad enough to allow for creativity yet specific enough to challenge the chef's abilities to elevate familiar dishes. Both contenders pour their hearts and souls into their creations, aware that the outcome could make or break their chances of winning the $100,000 prize. The final tasting is a nail-biting affair. Zepeda's dish reflects her flair for bold, unapologetic flavors, while Chung's plate showcases precision and sophistication. The judges deliberate intensely, weighing the strengths and weaknesses of each dish. In the end, it is Chung who emerges victorious, reclaiming the throne she had previously lost. For Zepeda, the loss is bittersweet. She exits the throne with grace, knowing she fought valiantly. Chung's triumph underscores her resilience and determination, qualities that will serve her well in the finale. The episode concludes with a sense of anticipation and excitement for what lies ahead. With Chung back on the throne and only a few spots left in the finale, the stakes for the remaining chefs have never been higher. The dynamics between contestants continue to evolve, with alliances and rivalries shaping the game in unexpected ways. The blend of culinary artistry, strategic maneuvering, and raw emotion ensures that House of Knives remains one of the most compelling culinary competitions on television. As the series hurtles toward its climactic finale, this episode serves as a reminder of the high stakes and intense competition that define House of Knives. The intricate interplay of strategy, skill, and passion keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, eager to see who will ultimately don the $100,000 culinary crown. The chef's journeys, marked by both triumphs and setbacks, resonate on a deeply human level, making House of Knives more than just a cooking show. It's a study in perseverance, adaptability, and the unyielding pursuit of excellence. Each episode is a chapter in a larger story, one that celebrates the art of cooking while exploring the complex dynamics of competition.